The forgotten farm. The farm lies in decay, neglected by its greedy owner. Animals suffer from hunger, exhaustion, and hopelessness. Old Major, a wise and aging boar, gathers everyone secretly. He speaks of a dream where animals live free and equal. His words awaken a quiet fire among the animals. Even the most fearful begin to imagine a different future. That night, hope is born for the first time. The spark of rebellion. Old Major passes away, but his vision lingers strongly. Two pigs, Snowball and Napoleon, rise as leaders. They begin teaching the philosophy of animalism. The animals slowly unite despite fear of punishment. One day, hunger pushes them to their breaking point. They chase the farmer away in a sudden uprising. The farm finally belongs to the animals. A new beginning. The animals rename it Animal Farm with pride. 7 commandments are painted on the barn wall. Equality becomes the foundation of their society. Everyone works together with renewed energy. Food becomes more abundant than ever before. Even the weakest animals feel valued and heard. For a moment, the dream feels real. The rise of leaders. Snowball focuses on education and innovation. Napoleon quietly builds influence and control. The pigs begin making decisions for the others. Most animals trust them without question. Boxer, the horse, becomes a symbol of loyalty. His motto, "I will work harder," inspires all. But cracks begin to form beneath the surface. The windmill idea. Snowball proposes building a windmill for power. He believes it will improve everyone's lives. Napoleon opposes it without clear reasoning. Debates grow intense and divide the farm. Animals struggle to understand the arguments. They are forced to choose sides unknowingly. Tension rises with every passing day. The betrayal. During a meeting, Napoleon unleashes trained dogs. They chase Snowball off the farm violently. Fear spreads instantly among all the animals. Napoleon declares himself the sole leader. The idea of equality begins to weaken. No one dares to question his authority. The revolution takes a darker turn, rewriting truth. Napoleon suddenly supports building the windmill. He claims it was his idea all along. Squealer, the pig, manipulates facts cleverly. Animals grow confused but remain silent. Commandment seems slightly altered overnight. Doubt exists, but fear keeps it buried. Truth becomes something flexible and dangerous. Hard labor begins. Animals work tirelessly to build the windmill. Conditions worsen despite promises of comfort. Food rations begin to shrink slowly. The pigs, however, live more comfortably. Boxer continues pushing beyond his limits. His faith in leadership never wavers. Others begin to feel exhaustion and doubt. External threats. Humans attempt to retake the farm violently. The animals defend their freedom bravely. They succeed, but at a heavy cost. Napoleon uses the victory to boost his image. He becomes more powerful and untouchable. The animals feel pride mixed with fear. War strengthens control instead of unity. The first collapse. A storm destroys the nearly completed windmill. Napoleon blames Snowball for sabotage. Fear of an invisible enemy spreads quickly. Punishments and executions begin quietly. Animals confess to crimes they never committed. The farm becomes a place of silent terror. Trust between animals disappears. Total control. Napoleon tightens his grip over every decision. Meetings are abolished. Orders replace discussions. The pigs start living inside the farmhouse. They adopt human habits slowly. Other animals notice but remain quiet. Squealer justifies every change with clever words. Reality becomes whatever the pigs declare. The second windmill. Work begins again on a stronger windmill. Labor becomes even harsher than before. Animals are pushed beyond their limits daily. Boxer's health begins to decline visibly. Still, he refuses to stop working. Hope becomes a distant memory for many. Survival becomes the only goal. The disappearance of equality. Commandments are mysteriously shortened over time. Some animals are more equal than others appears. The meaning of the revolution is twisted. The pigs openly enjoy privileges now. Other animals accept it as normal. Memory fades, and truth is forgotten. The past becomes impossible to verify. Boxers fall. Boxer collapses from exhaustion while working. Animals expect him to be cared for. Napoleon promises to send him to a doctor. Instead, Boxer is taken away secretly. A horrible truth is revealed too late. He was sold to be slaughtered. The farm loses its most loyal soul. Celebration of lies. Napoleon announces Boxer died peacefully. He uses it as propaganda for loyalty. Animals feel grief but suppress their doubts. Alcohol and feasts become common among pigs. The gap between rulers and workers grows wider. The revolution's purpose is almost forgotten. Only whispers of truth remain. Human connections. Napoleon begins trading with human farmers. Relationships with former enemies improve. The pigs adopt human behavior fully. They walk on two legs confidently. Other animals watch in confusion and fear. The line between human and animal blurs. Everything feels eerily wrong. Complete transformation. The pigs begin wearing clothes and carrying tools. They act exactly like the humans they hated. The farm's original identity disappears entirely. Other animals can no longer question anything. Fear is deeply rooted in their minds. Even rebellion feels impossible now. Freedom has quietly vanished. The final meeting. Humans visit the farm for a celebration. They praise Napoleon's efficiency and control. Both sides admire each other's methods. The animals secretly observe through windows. They struggle to recognize who is who. The pigs and humans seem identical now. The revolution's dream collapses completely. The realization. Animals recall old Major's original dream. They compare it with their current reality. Nothing remains of equality or freedom. They feel betrayed, but powerless. Generations have grown without knowing truth. The past is just a fading story now. Silence becomes their only expression. The endless cycle. The farm continues under the pig's rule. New animals accept this system as normal. History is rewritten to suit the leaders. Oppression becomes tradition over time. The idea of rebellion disappears slowly. The cycle of power continues endlessly, and the dream of freedom is lost forever.